Almighty God, my Redeemer, my hiding place, my safe refuge. No other name like Jesus. No power can stand against you. My feet are planted on this rock, and I will not be shaken. My hope, it comes from you alone, my Lord and my salvation. Your praise is always on my lips. Your word is living in my heart, and I will praise you with a new song. My soul will bless you, Lord. You fill my life with greater joy. Yes, I delight myself in you, and I will praise you with a new song. My soul will bless you, Lord. My feet are planted on this rock, and I will not be shaken. My hope, it comes from you alone, my Lord and my salvation. Your praise is always on my lips. Your word is living in my heart, and I will praise you with a new song. My soul will bless you, Lord. You fill my life with greater joy. Yes, I delight myself in you, and I will praise you with a new song. My soul will bless you, Lord. When I'm weak, you make me strong. When I'm poor, I know I'm rich, for in the power of your name, all things are possible. All things are possible. All things are possible. All things are possible. Your praise is always on my lips. Your word is living in my heart, and I will praise you with a new song. My soul will bless you, Lord. You fill my life with greater joy. Yes, I delight myself in you, and I will praise you with a new song. My soul will bless you, Lord. When I'm weak, you make me strong. When I'm poor, I know I'm rich, for in the power of your name, all things are possible. 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 Upon a rock, I will not be moved. And I say of the Lord, you are my shield, my strength, my portion, deliverer, my shelter, strong tower, my very present help. It was my shield, my strength, my portion, deliverer, my shelter, strong tower, my very present help in times of need. My very present help in times of need. My very present help in times of
Isang mapagpalang araw po mga kapatid, ang gusto kong ipaabot sa inyo sa araw na ito. Linggo na naman at para sa akin isang napakalaking pribilehiyo na tayo po ay muling magkaniig sa pamagitan po ng pag-aaral ng kanyang mga salita na para sa akin napakahalaga po. Na patuloy po tayong mag-aral ng kanyang mga salita sapagkat dito po tayo humuhugot ng kalakasan espiritual. Lalong-lalo na sa panahon ngayon na talagang masasabi po natin na lahat po tayo ay apektado ng tinatawag na kahirapan, agam-agam, apektado ng mga negatibong mga bagay na nangyayari po sa ating palibot. Kaya nga po, kapag iyong itinanong sa ibang mga tao, pag mayroon po tayong katanungan, at atin pong ibabata yung ating katanungan sa ibang mga tao, wala po silang maisasagot na masasabi po natin konkretong mga sagot sa atin pong mga katanungan. Ang banal na kasulatan lamang po, mga kapatid, ang mayroon pong tinatawag na konkretong sagot sa atin pong mga katanungan. By the way, sa araw na to ay atin pong inaalala ang isang napaka-special na araw para sa mga tatay sapagkat sabi nga po, ang araw na to ay araw ng mga tatay. It's Father's Day. Kaya nga po sa aking pong mga kaibigan, mga kamag-anak na mga tatay at mga kasama, kapatiran sa loob ng iglesia ng Christian Hope Presbyterian Church, Happy Father's Day sa inyong lahat. Ito po yung tinatawag na araw nating mga tatay ng tahanan. Happy Father's Day. Sisimulan ko po ang atin pong pagtatalakay patungkol po sa Father's Day. Patungkol po sa buhay ng isang ama. Patungkol po sa buhay ng isang padre de pamilya. Isa pong malaking pribilehiyo para sa ating lahat ang tawagin po tayong mga tatay. Tawagin po tayong mga ama ng tahanan. Sapagkat ito po isang napakalaking responsibilidad na inaatang sa atin ng ating Panginoong Diyos. Bago pong lahat, manalangin muna tayo. Nagpapasalamat po kami, Panginoon, sa isang espesyal na araw na naman na ito na makapag-aral ng iyong mga salita. Marami pong salamat sa iyo pong katapatan sa aming mga buhay sa nakalipas na mga araw. Marami pong salamat sapagkat ikaw ay hindi nagbabago, bagamat kami, Panginoon, ay hindi faithful sa iyo. Ang iyong faithfulness pa rin ay amin pong nararanasan, nararamdaman sa lahat ng panahon. Sa mga oras na ito, Diyos, Ikaw po ang siyang patuloy na manguna sa amin at patuloy na magbigay ng bendisyon habang amin pong pinapag-aralan ang patungkol po sa mga tatay. It's Father's Day. So sa umaga pong ito, Panginoon, gabayan niyo po kami at patubayan sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen at amen. Sisimulan ko po ang aking pangaral ngayong umaga, mga kapatid. Sabi ko nga po kanina, special na araw para sa mga ama. At nasabi ko rin sa aking panalangin na bilang isang ama, isang privilege, sapagkat ito ay isang pribilehiyo na pinagkaloob sa atin ng ating Panginoong Jesucristo. Pinagkaloob sa atin ng ating Panginoong Diyos. Ang maging isang haligi, isang tagapanguna, na matatawag na isang ama ng ating tahanan. Sisimulan ko po ang aking maikling mensahe ngayong umaga sa pamagitan po ng isang kwento. Mayroon pong isang father, or sabihin na natin na ama na mayroon pong 5 anak. The father of 5 children had won a toy at a raffle. Kanya pong tinawag ang kanyang mga anak. At siya po'y nagtanong ng isang katanungan sa kanyang mga anak. Sabi niya, sino sa inyo ang gustong magkaroon ng laruan? At lahat po ng kanyang mga anak, yung 5 anak niya, ay sumagot na, sabi niya, ako po, Papa, ang gustong magkaroon ng laruan. Okay, bibigyan ko kayo ng regalo kapag nasagot ninyo ang aking mga tanong. Number 1 na tanong ng tatay sa kanyang mga anak. Who is the most obedient? He asked. Who never talks back to mother? Who does everything she says? 5 small voices answered in unison. Okay, Dad, you get the toy. Yung tanong ng isang ama, sabi niya, sino ang pinaka-obedient? Sino yung hindi sumasagot sa kanyang nanay? Kapag inuutusan, sino yung gumagawa lahat ng trabaho kapag nag-utos yung kanilang nanay? At yung 5 anak niya ay sabay-sabay na nagsalita. Sabi niya, Dad, ang laruang yan ay para sa'yo. Sapagkat ikaw, ang isang tao na sumusunod lahat kung anong gusto ng aming nanay. Yaon ang sagot ng malilinggit ng mga bata. Okay, Dad, you get the toy. Today is the day that we honor fathers. Pag sinabi ko pong we honor fathers, ako po yun. That's me. Kayo, na mga tatay na nasa tahanan. Tayo po, yung mga tatay na yon. And in all seriousness, we are to honor our fathers. At hindi lamang fathers, kundi maging ang ating mga mothers. And this day in June is set aside for us to honor the fathers in this country. But we are to honor our fathers not because it's a holiday, not because it is a tradition, not because there are sales going on all over the country, but because God said so. Sinabi ng Diyos na dapat po natin na i-honor ang ating mga ama. In fact, ang banal na kasulatan, mga kapatid, ay nagsabi, masyado pong specific yung sinabi sa banal na kasulatan. Halimbawa sa Ephesians chapter 6, 1-3, the Bible tells us in Ephesians chapter 6, 1-3, the Bible says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, that it may go well with you, and that you may enjoy long life on earth. Sa ating binasa po ngayong umaga mga kapatid, meron po tayong mapapansin. Notice that it doesn't say honor only good moms and dads. Hindi po sinabi ng Biblia na dapat nating i-honor yung mga mabubuting mga nanay at mga tatay. It doesn't say honor them if you like them. It doesn't say honor only the right ones. The Bible says, honor your father and mother. And so today, we ought to honor all fathers. Dapat po nating bigyan ng honor, respeto, paggalang, pagmamahal, lahat po ng mga tatay. But I want to speak directly to the dads here today. Ang aking pangangaral ay gusto ko pong ituon sa lahat ng mga tatay ngayon. And if you're not a dad, sana po makinig pa rin kayo kahit hindi pa kayo daddy or tatay sa aking pangangaral ngayong umaga. Ating po makikita mga kapatid that we are involved in a war today. Bilang mga tatay, involved po tayo sa gera sa araw na to. At ang pakikihamok na to, o pakikipaglaban na ito, or the battleground is not in Iraq or Afghanistan, is not in China or in America, hindi po sa isang lugar. The battleground is in our homes. And what's at stake is not our land or property, not our freedoms. It is more important than that. What is at stake are our children. Alam po ninyo mga kapatid, ako po'y naniniwala na ang pakikipaghamok na to o ang gerang ito ay napakahalagang pakikipaglaban. It is an important war. At maging sa ating bansa, sa Pilipinas, in this country, we are losing the battle. Nakakalungkot po ng aking sinabi that we are losing the battle. Bakit ko po nasabi ito? Sapagkat ang ating mga kabataan or ang ating mga anak, children are turning from the faith in record numbers. It is as if as soon as they leave home and go to college, they leave the church. And if you don't believe me, look here this morning. And lest you think that it's only a problem here, it is true all over this country. In our country, maging sa ibang mga bansa, children in record numbers are turning from God. Lumalayo po sila sa Diyos. At bilang mga ama ng tahanan, dapat po natin itong masubaybayan, dapat po natin itong makita, at dapat po natin itong mahawakan ang problemang ito. Sapagkat ito nga ay isang pakikipaglaban. Karamihan sa ating mga anak, karamihan sa mga kabataan ngayon, ay tumatalikod sa Diyos. But it is nothing new. It is the same as been happening over the course of time. And I want to tell you a brief biblical story this morning that is going to be our guide for the remaining time we have today. Magbabasa po ako ng biblical story ngayong umaga at ito po yung ating panghahawakan. Ito yung ating pagbabatayan ng ating pong pangaral ngayong umaga. And I will be brief. Ito po ay makikita natin sa aklat ng Judges in the Old Testament. At alam ko po na makakapagbigay po ito ng liwanag sa bawat isa sa atin. Lalong-lalo sa mga haligi ng tahanan. Lalong-lalo sa mga tatay ng tahanan. Kailangan po natin ito. Ang teksto po natin ngayong umaga ay makikita po natin sa Judges chapter 2, 6 to 12. Judges chapter 2, 6 to 12. Now, let me give you a little background here today. Ang background dito, the nation of Israel had just marched into the promised land. And they were settling in the land. Now, makikita po natin dito that it wasn't a complete victory. Hindi po dapat nating isipin na ando na sila sa lupang pangako. Nagkaroon na po sila ng tinatawag na pagtatagumpay or kompletong pagtatagumpay. It wasn't a complete victory. Bakit po? Because when they went in, they did not always follow what God desired. Nang nandun na sila, ay hindi po nila nasusunod yaong kagustuhan ng Diyos sa kanilang mga buhay, and instead of conquering all of it, they instead settled into some of it. And just before what we're going to look at, they were instructed that they did not do what God desired, and they repented of it. With that in mind, atin pong babasahin ang napakahalagang passage of scripture na ito sa Judges chapter 2, 6 to 12. Basahin ko po sa wikang banyaga. After Joshua had dismissed the Israelites, they went to take possession of the land, each of his own inheritance, and the people served the Lord throughout the lifetime of Joshua and of the elders who outlived him, and who had seen all the great things the Lord had done for Israel. Joshua, son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died at the age of 110. And they buried him in the land of his inheritance at Timnath Heresah in the hill country of Ephraim, north of Mount Gaas. Verse 10, and after that whole generation had been gathered to their fathers, another generation grew up, who knew neither the Lord nor what he had done for Israel. 11, then the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord and served the Baals. They forsook the Lord, the God of their fathers who had brought them out of Egypt, and they followed and worshipped various gods of the peoples around them. Now, makita po natin dito mga kapatid, once Joshua and his generation passed away, yung sumunod na henerasyon or the next generation turned their back on God and worshiped the gods of the peoples around them. Tumalikod sila sa tunay na Diyos at sila'y sumamba sa mga Diyos ng mga taong nakapalibot sa kanila. Ngayon po, tayo po ngayon ay 2020. Today, in 2020, they don't wait for, ang mga kabataan, they don't wait for mom and dad to pass on. They turn away immediately. Makikita po natin that ang mga kabataan ngayon worship the God of television, they worship the God of fashion, they worship the God of convenience, they worship the God of this world. They worship the world. Ano ba ang nasa mundo? Bakit wino-worship nila ang mundo? Sabi ng Bible in 1 John chapter 2 verse 16 tells us, for the world offers only the lust for physical pleasure, the lust for everything we see, and pride in our possessions. These are not from the Father. They are from this evil world. Yan pong sinasabi sa 1 John chapter 2 verse 16. Now, sa atin pong patuloy na pag-aaral ngayong umaga, gusto ko po kayong dalhin sa Romans chapter 1, 28 to 32. That closely parallels what is going on today in our country, in the Philippines. And now, titingnan po natin ito sa Romans chapter 1, 28 to 32. Let us look at that together. Babasahin ko po. Furthermore, since they did not think it worthwhile to retain the knowledge of God, He gave them over to a depraved mind to do what ought not to be done. They have become filled with every kind of wickedness, evil, greed, and depravity. They are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, and malice. They are gossips, slanderers, God-haters, insolent, arrogant, and boastful. They invest ways of doing evil. They disobey their parents. They are senseless, faithless, heartless, ruthless. Although they know God's righteous decree that those who do such things deserve death, they not only continue to do these very things, but also approve of those who practice them. Makinig po kayong mabuti, mga kapatid. Alam ba ninyo, or do you realize we live in a culture that approves of turning its back on God? Tayo po ay namumuhay sa isang mundo na ang kultura ay kanila pong pinapayagan o inaaprobahan yaong pagtalikod sa Diyos. Bakit ko po nasabi ito? Kasi kung natin pong mapapansin, maging sa mga hukuman, from court cases, at maging sa television, to TV, to popular movies, ay makikita po natin na para bang okay lang sa kanila to make fun of religion. Because it is not important. Para sa kanila, hindi po ito mahalaga. It is not relevant. It work for mom and dad. Maring relevant ito sa mga nanay at mga tatay. Pero sabi ng mga kabataan, hindi ito relevant sa amin. Well, can I tell you this morning, kayong maging sa mga nanay at mga tatay na nakikinig sa aking pangaral ngayong umaga, you are at the front lines. Sa ating kapanahonan ngayon, sa pandemyang ito, sa ating bansa, dahil mayroon tayong COVID-19, sikat na sikat yung salitang frontliners. Mga doktor, mga nurses, may mga nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno. Sikat na sikat sila. Ina-idol natin sila. Sapagkat talagang nagtatrabaho sila, nagsasakripisyo sila. So tinatawag natin silang frontliners. Pero ngayong umaga, mga kapatid, I tell you this morning na tayong mga tatay, kayong mga nanay, you are also, pwedeng tawagin tayong mga frontliners. You are at the front lines. Front lines sa gerang ito. Nasabi ko nga po kanina na involved tayo sa gera. This is a war. And we are called to be a part ng gerang ito. And this morning, I want to give you your marching orders to tackle this important task of saving the children. And we're going to look briefly at a few steps that will help us to do so. How can we win the war? Mayroon pong tatlong suggestion ako ngayong umaga kung paano po tayo maging matagumpay at mananalo sa gerang ito na atin pong hinaharap. Mananalo po tayo sa gerang ito, una sa lahat, sa pamagitan po ng ating mga salita. Ang tanong kanina, how can we win the war? Three suggestions this morning. Number one, with our words. Now, sa Deuteronomy chapter 6, sabi roon, these commandments that I give you today are to be upon your hearts. Impress them on your children. Impress them on your children. You need to talk to your children. Ibig sabihin, be involved with their lives. Tell them about God. And tell them about the Bible. Alalahanin niyo, mga kapatid, noong mga previous kong pangaral, nung sama-sama pa tayo dito sa church, wala pa itong COVID-19, we talk about our story, your story, what God has done for you, so that you can share it with others. Are you sharing it with your children? Mahilig tayo, may desire tayo na mag-witness sa ibang mga tao. Mga kapatid, ito nga kami nasasabi. Nagawa ba natin ito sa ating pamilya? Nagawa ba natin ito sa ating mga anak? What God has done for you. Kung anong ginawa ng Diyos sa buhay mo. O inuuna mo yung ibang mga tao. Atin pong alalahanin na sinasabi ng Biblia. Dapat po natin naunahin ang ating pamilya. Unahin natin ang ating mga anak. You need to and you ought to. Alam po ninyo mga kapatid, a study was done recently to determine the amount of interaction between fathers and the small children. Mayroon pong pag-aaral. Pinag-aaralan nila yung interaction ng mga tatay sa kanilang malilinggit na mga bata. Una natin mapapansin sa pag-aaral na yon, the fathers were asked to estimate the amount of time they spent each day communicating with their child. And the average answer was about 15 to 20 minutes. And the next microphone were attached to the father so that each interaction could be recorded. At ang resulta of this study were shocking. The average amount of time spent by these middle-class fathers with their small children was 37 seconds per day. So their direct interaction was limited to 2.7 encounters daily, lasting 10 to 15 seconds each. Balikan po natin yung Deuteronomy chapter 6. Look back at Deuteronomy chapter 6 again with me. Can that be accomplished in 37 seconds a day? Do you want to know how much time the culture has with your children? Kung ilang oras ang culture sa palibot sa ating mga anak. So, 37 seconds does not come close to meeting the job. Anong ibig sabihin? Dapat mayroon tayong komunikasyon sa ating mga anak. Communicate with your children. Tell them about God and about the Bible. Yun ang pinakamahalaga. Naalala ko yung Proverbs chapter 1. Sabi doon, listen, my son, to your father's instruction. Ibig sabihin, dapat may instruction ang lahat ng ama sa kanilang mga anak. And do not forsake your mother's teaching. So nakikita po natin, hindi lang fathers kaakibat dito yung pagtutulong-tulungan ng ama at saka ng ina sa pagtuturo patungkol sa Diyos sa kanilang mga anak. So don't let maraming mga tao, ulitin ko po, maraming mga tao ang iniasa ang pagtuturo patungkol sa kabanalan sa eskwelahan. Mga kapatid, masakit ito na isang katotohanan. Do not let the schools be the only thing that instruct the children. Do not even let this church or ang ating church o anumang klaseng simbahan be the only thing that instructs your children. Iba kasi, sinasabi sa kanilang mga anak, punta ka na sa church upang maturuan ka ng mabuting asal, upang mabago ang buhay mo. Para bang inaasa sa simbahan, yaong buhay ng kanilang mga anak spiritually and morally na hindi po dapat. And that's not an indictment on the teaching ministry of this church. Ngunit ngayong umaga, sa inyong mga tatay, kayong mga tatay at mga nanay, we are not responsible, or the church, or a pastor, or Christian worker, we are not responsible for raising your kids. We will help you. But when the Bible tells us to train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it, that's not to the church. That's to parents. Ulitin ko po, nang sinabi ng Biblia na dapat nating hasain, sanayin ang ating mga anak upang paglaki nila ay maging tama ang kanilang mga buhay, o pagtanda nila ay hindi sila lalayo doon sa katuruan ng Diyos. Hindi po yan para sa church. Hindi po yan gawain ng church. Sabi ng Bible, yan ay gawain ng mga magulang. Yan ay gawain ng mga tatay. Yan ay gawain ng mga nanay. Mga tatay, dahil nga po ang linggong ito ay Father's Day, ay sasabihin po ako sa inyo, mga tatay, how are you doing with your words? are you fighting? Number 2, kanina, with our words. Number 2, with our time. Kanina, words sa ating mga salita. Ngayon, oras. Mahalaga po ang oras. Napakahalaga ng time. Naalala ko po yung istorya ni Robert Schuller. Si Robert Schuller po ay pastor of the Crystal Cathedral. Sabi po niya, once said that he chose to fail so he could succeed. He chose to fail so he could succeed. According to Robert Schuller, I choose to fail at golf because I wanted to succeed as a father. Sabi niya, pinili ko na maging bigo ako sa larangan ng paglalaro ng golf upang ako'y magtagumpay bilang isang ama. Though he loved golf immensely, he knew that he could never devote adequate time to his job, to his hobby and his family. So he gave up his hobby. Ang tanong ko po ngayong umaga mga kapatid, how are you doing with your time? We look at Deuteronomy chapter 6 or verse 6 and 7. But let's look again at verse 7 and following, impress them on your children, sabi ng Bible in verse 7. Talk about them when you sit at home and when you walk along the road, when you lie down and when you get up. Verse 8, tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. And verse 9, write them on the door frames of your houses and on your gates. Mga tatay, mga ama, or dads, do you want to know what is important in your life today? Tignan po ninyo inyong day timer, your Palm Pilot, your schedule, and where your time is devoted to. That's what is important. And unfortunately, many dads say that by their time, they love their jobs. They love their hobbies. They love their entertainment, their comfort. If you ask them if they love their children, they would swear to you that they too, but their time doesn't match up. Yun po yung nakakalungkot. Pag tinanong mo yung maraming ama, kung mahal nila ang kanilang trabaho, mahal nila ang kanilang mga hobbies, ang entertainments, ang kanilang comfort, kung tatanong mo sa kanila kung mahal nila ang kanilang mga anak, sabi nila, oo ba? Anak ko yun eh. Ngunit hindi po nakita sa kanilang buhay at sa kanilang oras. And some of you have bought into the thinking of this world. I've got to keep working and working and working so I can provide for them the finer things of this world. And providing for family is important and biblical. Totoo nga naman. Verse 8, if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially to his immediate family, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Sino man, kung kayo man ay tatay, at hindi kayo nagpo-provide sa inyong mga kamag-anak, lalong-lalo sa inyong pamilya, sabi ng Bible, he has denied the faith at masahol pa siya sa isang hindi mananampalataya. So, papatuloy po tayo sa ating pag-aaral ngayong umaga. But I think that we sometimes go beyond what is necessary. Now, mayroon pa akong storya. There's a story told of a man asking his daughter if she would want quality time with her dad or quantity time with her dad. And she replied, quality time. Dad, and lots of it. I read about a little girl who drew a pretty picture. Siya'y pumunta sa opisina ng kanyang tatay, kanyang daddy. Gumagapang ang malinggit na batang ito at sabi sa kanyang daddy, Daddy, come and see my picture. And the dad said, not now, honey. Dad is busy. Sabi ng tatay, hindi mo na anak, masyadong busy ang iyong daddy. Wag mo na yan. Hindi ko muna yan titingnan kung anong klaseng picture yan. About 10 minutes later, bumalik yung malinggit na batang yun sa kanyang tatay. She came back again na unti-unting lumalapit sa kanyang gumagapang na lumalapit sa kanyang ama and said, "Daddy, will you come see my picture now?" And the dad go frustrated and said, "Can't you see I'm busy?" Parang nairita yung kanyang tatay, sabi niya sa kanyang anak, "Hindi mo ba ako nakikita na busy ako? Don't bother me right now. I'll come and look at your picture later when I'm ready." Yun ang sabi ng kanyang tatay. And a couple of hours later, the dad came out and he said to the daughter, "Can I see the picture now?" And the girl said, "Sure." And it was a picture of her and her brother and her mom standing at the lawn with the family dog with big smiles. Ang tiningnan ng kanyang ama, ang kasama ng kanyang anak ay ang kanyang sister, ang kanyang brother, ang kanyang mom, at yung kanilang aso. At sila'y tuwang-tuwa, sila'y nakatawa sa picture na yon. On a sunny day, yun yung picture na yung sunny day na yon, doon sila kinuna ng picture na yon. Nagsalita yung kanilang ama, sabi niya, may napansin niya kanyang tatay. But the dad noticed that he wasn't in the picture. And so the dad said, sabi niya, "Anak, napakaganda ng larawang yan. Bakit may napansin ako?" Sabi sa kanyang anak, "May napansin ako, anak. But how come I am not in the picture? May napansin ako, ba't kayo lang? Ba't ako wala?" And the girl said, "Because you're working in your office, Daddy." Kita natin yung pangyayari. Wala ka kasi, bisyadong busy ka sa iyong office. Alam po niyo mga tatay, ganitong lesson. Time is a gift. You give that you can never get back. Ulitin ko po. Time is a gift you give that you can never get back. You can give money and always make more. You can give gift because you can always get new things anyway. But once time is given, it never comes back. Time reveals the priorities of your life. And if you want to win the war for your children, you've got to invest time. Kung gusto mong manalo sa pakikipaghamok sa gerang ito para sa iyong mga anak, kinakailangan mo mag-invest ng iyong oras. Hindi lamang ng iyong oras, ng iyong buhay. Now in Genesis chapter 18 to 19, is a revealing passage. And we even look at it last year as our prime text for Father's Day. Tatandaan ko pa. And I want to remind you of what it says to us today. Abraham will surely become a great and powerful nation, and all nations on earth will be blessed through him. Verse 19, "For I have chosen him so that he will direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just." My friends, the way you live your life will be a direct reflection of how your children will grow up. Tatandaan ko ba yung lumang kanta? Mayroong isang kanta na lagi nating inaawit. Sabi ng awit na yon, "I want to be just like you." It goes like this. Ang title ay, "I want to be just like you." Sabi ng awit, ganito po yan. "I want to be just like you, cause he wants to be just like me. I want to be a holy example for his innocent eyes to see. Help me be a living Bible, Lord, that I may little boy can read. I want to be just like you, cause he wants to be like me." Mga kapatid, ulitin po natin ang mga katagang ito na aking binasa, isang awit na masyado po nating saulado sapagkat napakatagal na naawit. At halimbawa ng isang ama, tayo po ay ulit-ulitin ito. He'll repeat things I do. He loves me. And at this point, He wants to be just like me. I'd rather be the right kind of dad because He will mirror me. It is kind of like this situation. Meron pong isang kwento. Gagamitin ko po ito isang illustration. Meron po isang little boy, he was caught swearing like a sailor. Ibig sabihin, yung lumalabas sa kanyang mga bibig, hindi dapat marinig sa isang maliit na bata. Sabi po ng kanyang magulang, young man. Sabi po ng mga taong nakarinig sa kanyang pananalita, young man, where did you learn to talk that way? Sabi ng kanyang nanay, ganun po ang tanong ng kanyang nanay, saan mo natutunan yan, ang mga salitang yan? And the boy looked at his father and said, well, Dad, should I tell her? Ang tinanong siya ng kanyang mga kaibigan, mga kamag-anak, at lalong-lalo ng kanyang nanay, sabi niya, saan mo natutunan yung mga salitang yan? Sabi ng anak na maliit sa kanyang ama, Dad, sasabihin ko ba sa kanila? Ibig sabihin, natutunan niya doon sa kanyang daddy. Now in 2 Kings chapter 14 verse 3 speaks of a king of Israel named Amaziah. He did what was right in the eyes of the Lord. In everything he followed the example of his father Joash. Now this morning, what kind of example are you setting for your kids? Your words may say some things about you, but your life declares who you really are. Tanong ko ulit sa mga tatay ngayong umaga, are you fighting the war with your lives? Are you fighting the war with your lives? Kanina, with our words, with our time, at ang pangatlo, with our lives. As we wrap up, let me speak to the kids here today. Gusto ko ring ipaabot ito sa mga kabataan ngayon. Life is not always what we want. And it is not always what's best. And it is not always pleasing to God. Ulitin ko po sa mga kabataan para po sa inyong ito. Life is not always what we want. And it is not always what is best. And it is not always pleasing to God. There are some of you here this morning who have fathers who aren't all that great. Mari ang iba sa inyo ay mayroong mga tatay ngayon na masasabi natin na hindi masyadong dakila o hindi mabuti o hindi perpekto ang inyong mga ama, or maybe not even there. How can you honor your father even when it is difficult? Ito pong nakakalungkot ngayon. Napakarami pong mga kabataan ngayon walang respeto sa kanilang mga magulang. Ako po'y lumaki ng aking tatay ay masyadong disiplinador. Ngunit ni minsan, hindi po ako nagpakita ng pagkasuplado sa kanya. O hindi po ako nagpakita ng pagkairita sa kanya. Ngayong umaga, tinatawagan ko po yung mga kabataan. Madaling magsabi ng Happy Father's Day. Madaling mag-greet sa ating mga tatay ng Happy Father's Day. Ang tanong ko, nanggaling ba yan sa puso ninyo? How can you honor your father even when it is difficult? How can you go through life without a good father? Sabi nga kanina sa Judges, walang sinabi doon na i-honor ninyo yung mga mabubuti at mga perfectong mga ama. Sabi doon, honor your father. Walang kondisyon. Let me suggest to you something this morning. God calls the church His family. And here this morning, there are lots of good, godly dads. I praise God for this. And I would suggest to you that you go and adopt a dad. Not literally adopt. Yung pangyayari ba na lumapit ka sa isang tatay at sabihin mo, can you be my dad and move in with us? But go up to him and say, I need a dad, someone I can look up to for advice and help. And I think you'd be a good dad. And dads, if someone comes up to you and asks that, you know how you are to respond. Well, tatapusin ko po mga kapatid ang pangaral na ito sa ating Father's Day ngayon pong araw ng linggo. It was a typical scenario of young boys debating whose father was the best. Meron pong pangyayari na meron pong mga kabataan ang nagdidebate, nagpapayabangan kung sino ang pinakamagaling na tatay meron sila. And this discussion highlighted who their fathers knew. And the first boy started the debate by claiming his father knew the mayor. Sabi niya, tatay ko, kilala niya mayor. And he was soon tapped by the second boy who said, that's nothing. My dad knows the governor. Sabi niyang pangalawang bata na, wala yan. Ang tatay ko, kilala niya ang gobernador. The stakes were getting pretty high. And the eavesdropping father wondered what his young son would say about him. Yung pangatlong kabataan na nagkataon na naandoon yung kanyang tatay. Inaantay niya kung ano ang isasagot ng pangatlong kabataan kasi nagbibida-bidahan sila. At narinig ng tatay. Sabi ng little boy, yung pangatlong little boy, sabi niya, the little boy shot back. Sabi niya, so what? Kung alam ninyo kung kilala ng tatay niyo yung mayor. So what? Kung kilala ng tatay mo yung governor. Sabi niya, my dad knows God. Yun ang sabi ng pangatlong bata. Ang kilala ng tatay ko ay ang Diyos. Mga kapatid, would your son say the same thing? May our children always be able to say, my dad knows God. Ito po isang pangusap para sa inyong mga tatay na katulad ko. Sana marinig natin sa ating mga anak na kilala ng aking tatay ang Diyos. Sabi ko kanina, tayo po involved sa pakikipaglaban. How are you fighting the battle? Maybe you need to start today by apologizing to your kids and starting anew. Yan po ang kinakailangan. Pagpalain po tayo ng Panginoon, tayo po yung mananalangin. Dakilang Ama na makapangyarihan sa lahat, lubos po kaming nagpapasalamat sa panahong ito na amin pong natalakay ang patungkol sa mga tatay. Salamat po sa privilege na matawag na isang tatay. Salamat po sa pribilehiyo na pangunahan ang aming pamilya. Ngunit Panginoon, ang pagiging tatay hindi po madali. Alam po namin na walang perpektong tatay. Ngunit sa kabila po, Panginoon, na walang perpektong tatay, akin pong dalangin na tulungan mo po kami, Panginoon, na kahit maging kalahati man lang sa pagka-perpektong yaon. Tulungan niyo po kami, tulungan mo po ang mga tatay ngayon, O Diyos, na maipanalo ang pakikipaglabang ito sa aming pamilya. Na ipanalo, Panginoon, ang aming mga anak, na mailapit ang aming mga anak sa iyo, Diyos. O dakilang Ama, magagawa po namin ito kung kami iyong sasamahan, gagabayan, papatubayan. Maraming salamat sa araw na to at dinadakila ka namin. At sa araw ng mga tatay na ito, Panginoon, dalangin ko po na ikaw po ang siyang magpala, manguna. Ikaw po, Panginoon, ang maging kasama na nawa, Panginoon, ng lahat ng mga tatay. Maraming salamat. In Jesus' name. Amen and amen.
This is my Father's word.
sees His hand of wonders wrought. This is my Father's world. Oh, let me ne'er forget that though the wrong seems up so strong, God is the ruler yet.
This is my Father's world. Why should my heart be sad? The Lord is King.
Let the heavens ring, God reigns, let the earth be glad.
This is my Father's world. He shines in all that fair. In the rustling grass, I hear Him pass.
He speaks to me everywhere.
In the rustling grass,
I hear Him pass. He speaks to me
everywhere. Hi church! So, may tanong ako. What is a dad? Ano ba ang papa? Ano ba ang tatay? Ano ba si daddy? Okay. So, today, we will define for you what is a dad. A dad is someone who wants to catch you before you fall, but instead picks you up, brushes you off, and lets you try again. A dad is someone who wants to keep you from making mistakes, but instead lets you find your own way, even though his heart breaks in silence when you get hurt. A dad is someone who holds you when you cry, scolds you when you break the rules, shines with pride when you succeed, and has faith in you even when you fail. It is not easy to be a dad, with all the responsibilities headed their way, but even though they do not express as much, you're always special to them. So today, may we remind our fathers, our papa, our daddy, our dad, with our words and actions, how much we love and appreciate their hard work and love for us. To all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day.